Hi, hello, welcome to my channel Shankar Vlogs. So today we will be seeing a new interesting topic regarding the Kali Yuga and its effects. So today's topic is Kali Yuga, the age foretold by the scriptures. So in the scriptures, they have written some of the facts and interesting thought-provoking points. So that the exact things are repeated in the Kali Yuga. We will see what are the major facts and what are the major surprising events that are going to taking place in Kali Yuga. As we are now in Kali Yuga, we are going to discuss what are the major facts that are taking place in the present generation. So today's topic is uh, the age foretold by the scriptures, that is Kali Yuga. Okay, now we shall start the some of the interesting facts about Kali Yuga. The first point: Kali Yuga is not just an age of darkness outside, but a war within. The real battlefield is the human mind, where lust, greed, anger, ego, and jealousy silently rule. So here it is saying that the Kali Yuga is not just an age of darkness outside. Means it is not it is not at all it is not just darkness as seen as as seen in the external world, but it is also within the human body. Within the human body, there are many negative tendencies that are developed, such as lust, greed, anger, ego, and jealousy. And also, the mind plays a major role in this aspect. So, the real battlefield is the human mind itself. So, these all negative tendencies arises from the human mind. And now, second point, knowledge increases, but wisdom decreases. So, in Kali Yuga, humans know how to do everything, yet forget why they should live righteously. So, in Kali Yuga, as we all know, we are we are equipped with enough knowledge. So wherever we go, there are bundles of knowledge. So we don't need to search and or we don't need to explore anything. It's already readily available. So the knowledge is it's made readily available. So there are huge piles of knowledge where there are in libraries, stacks of knowledge. But wisdom is decreasing. So, in spite of the knowledge has been increased, wisdom is decreased. This is a major drawback in Kali Yuga. So, how because we are forgetting our native principles. That is, what are the basic human moral principles we are forgetting, but we are equipped with information that only improves our way of living, that is the standard of living, but we are not improving our moral living. So how we have to behave and how we have to conduct, we are not improving the standards of living. So in that way we are not living righteously. So that is what it is saying. Now the third point: lust replaces love. Relationships are often driven by desire and convenience rather than commitment, sacrifice, and purity of heart. So nowadays we see everywhere, see now we don't find anywhere pure love. It's everything lust. So it's everything lust and attachment. So it is often driven by desire and convenience. So it is a convenience and comfort. So the relationships are formed with a comfort zone, and also it's a convenient zone. So it is often driven by a desire rather than a commitment. So rather than a commitment or a sacrifice or a purity. So these relationships are nowadays totally commercial. So we don't find any of the pure love. So that is what the third point is saying. Now the fourth point: greed is mistaken for ambition. Endless accumulation of wealth and status is glorified, even when it costs peace, ethics, and humanity. So here, greed is mistaken for ambition. So once the desire is developed, automatically after it is fulfilled, greed will be developing. So greed, any person, he wants more accumulation of wealth. So that is mistaken as an ambition. So that is not the person. That should not be the person's ambition. So he has to form a higher goal of ambition. So that is just a greed. Accumulation of wealth and status is always a greed, endless accumulation. So even he did not even that accumulation of wealth, he will not care about peace, ethics, and humanity. So whatever the humanity or morals or ethics or whatever importance of human conducts are there, he don't care about these, and he will only aim for the accumulation of wealth, no matter whatever the standards, no matter what are the negative qualities of the work may be. He only cares for the accumulation of wealth and status. So that will be the only main aim. In that way, he forgets what he is doing basically. So he is not able to recognize what is bad and what is good. So even if it is a bad activity, he's only aiming for the wealth. So if it gets wealth, he will definitely start the activity. So he is not distinguishing between a good work and a bad work. So that is what the fourth point is. Now anger becomes a daily habit. So nowadays we will see every person is raising anger. Every person is posting anger. So small ego clashes turn into big conflicts. Patience is seen as a weakness, while aggression is praised. See, as you all see, small ego clashes turn into big conflicts. Small ego clashes are turning into big conflicts because they do not possess the scriptural knowledge. So once they possess the scriptural knowledge, these conflicts can be avoided. But as we all see in the Kali Yuga, within a small, that is, even if it is a small issue, it can be converted into a big conflict. Patience, it can be seen as a weakness. So nowadays patience is not there for anyone. If even if it is there, it is seen as a weakness, or it is considered as a he is a reserved or old person weakness. So like that it is considering. While aggression is praised, aggression, even it is a very negative tendency, but it is praised in Kali Yuga. So these are all the negative qualities that are developing in Kali Yuga for humankind. Now we will go for the sixth point. Truth survives but struggles. Lies spread faster than truth. Yet truth never dies. It waits for sincere seekers. See, truth actually, it's a very important aspect in humanity. So honesty is one of the important quality, but it struggles to survive in Kali Yuga. So lies spread faster than truth. So the false information will be spreading fast than the true information. Yet the truth never dies. But even if it is a truth in Kali Yuga, it never dies. It will bring justice, and it waits for the sincere seekers. So we always should be stick towards truth. So we should not be, even if it is a convenient sake, we should not be going for false statements. So we should always stick towards true statements. So that is only called as righteous or dharma. So we should follow always righteous or dharma. Faith turns into formality. So many perform rituals but forget transformation. Devotion is shown outwardly while inner purification is ignored. So faith in God turns into formality. That is, it is only for the sake of showcasing. So that so some persons show, so I'm performing some ritual, means that person is showing he is believing in God, but his inner mind he is not possessing real true knowledge or divine knowledge and or real devotion. He is only showing in his external world that he is possessing and believing God, but he is not internally really devoted to God. So many perform rituals. So many perform rituals, but forget transformation. So they forget transformation. Devotion is shown outwardly. So devotion is shown outwardly, while inner purification is ignored. So what we will transform or what we have to transform, that is totally ignored. That is the inner purification is totally ignored. Devotion is shown outwards. See, we have seen many, we will be seeing many of the persons performing rituals, but only for the sake of selfish desires. Selfish desires or only for the showing of others that they believe in the God or they believe in the religion. But innerly, they don't perform or they don't do totally devoted to God. Okay. Now, ego speaks louder than dharma. See, now we always see people with ego. That is the main culprit in the Kali Yuga. So the dharma is totally will be vanished. So there will be no dharma in Kali Yuga. People want to be right, not righteous. Self image matters more than self improvement. People want to be right. So they want to be right, even if it is even if it is not a good moral thing. So they just want to stick to a particular aspect, even if it is not according to the law of principles. So they just think that I am right, and they just think that they are right, but it is not a righteous thing. Self image matters. So self image means he is more concerned with his own his own image towards others. So the self improvement obviously it is decreasing. So self improvement it is day by day decreasing, and now self image he's only showcasing outward that is how much he acquires. He is only showcasing the wealth or whatever the status is, but self improvement towards oneself is decreasing. So that is what we see in Kali Yuga. Despite all darkness, Kali Yuga offers the easiest path to liberation. So even if Kali Yuga there is everywhere darkness, it offers an easiest path to liberation. That is a single moment of true surrender, sincere repentance, or genuine devotion holds immense power. So a single moment. So that is even if you do with a single moment, even if you do a true surrender or sincere repentance, or genuine devotion to God holds an immense power. So even if you do a single, only one time, even if you do the true surrender towards God or sincere repentance, that you know and for realizing the God that I have done mistake and praying towards the God, and or doing a genuine prayer, doing a genuine devotion towards God holds immense power. So that is the power of liberation in Kali Yuga. The greatest miracle of Kali Yuga, even an ordinary person can rise to extraordinary spiritual heights by conquering lust, greed, and anger within. So, the greatest miracle of Kali Yuga is even a simple person can be raised into an extraordinary person. So, already we have seen many Mahatmas who have self realized. So, these self realized people they have raised to a spiritual heights, extraordinary spiritual heights by conquering human negative tendencies. That is lust, greed, and anger within. So these are the main some of the points that are discussed toward in Kali Yuga, and what are the major drawbacks and how we have to overcome the negative tendencies and how we have to progress in Kali Yuga. So today this is the topic, and I hope you enjoyed this topic, and we will see in the next session. Till then, bye. Thank you.